I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P, and a lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
All right, this time we're going to watch it, and I'm going to put my own little spin on it. This is what I think was going on. All right, so look, not making fun of the man, right? But here's my thing. Here's what I think is going on right here. People were saying, well, he definitely has it, and he's sickly, and he's not. And I'm like, nah, not necessarily, man. I still believe he don't have it. That's what happened when you take them stairs, like real swift off that helicopter ride, and you didn't stretch or nothing. Like, he's not a young man. He's not a spring chicken. Man, please, welcome to the show. Let's go live. Mr. Rodney Perry, ladies and gentlemen. What up, Holmes?
What's up, King?
How you feel, man?
I'm feeling great. You know, it's crazy to watch those videos because I'm sure you know that I dealt with COVID-19 as well. And looking at him, it looks like he had it.
Really?
Or has it.
Okay.
And, let me give you some context. I was in the hospital 14 days. So do I think I could have went home sooner? Maybe. And everybody's different. Everybody deals with it different.
Okay.
I had like flu type symptoms. I had chills, fever, and a horrible diarrhea. I had the diarrhea for 3 days. So that not only do you got the COVID working on your lungs, but the diarrhea is dehydrating you. But who knows, it's so many different strands of COVID-19.
Okay.
So, like my homeboy, he lost his taste and smell.
Right.
And he dealt with all of that stuff, which I didn't deal with that at all. I do know people much younger than the president that's dealt with COVID and bounced back in real deal like 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
You know, we talking a guy under 30. This dude's 70 years old.
Yeah, 74.
So that in itself, like when he's standing there, like you say, he was labored, his breathing was labored.
Yeah. So
when I got back from the hospital, after 14 days in the hospital, I couldn't walk across the room without being out of breath. Like this conversation, having that conversation, like you see when he had that when he was talking.
Yeah.
And he take like a deep breath during the talk.
Right.
That's a little telltale sign that he's still in it. You know, and he's probably still contagious.
Oh, he absolutely is still contagious. If he has it, he is absolutly still contagious.
Because they say you have to stay in the window for like 14 days. So I'm pretty skeptical.
Yeah. But that's you have a hell of a perspective though. You have a perspective above and beyond me for one, but most people, for you to say that looking on.
But your concept is not far fetched.
Yeah, right.
You know, right. I mean, and so you like, yo, that could really be it, the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, but the conspiracy theorists, my conspiracy theories was like, he gonna lay in the cut till November.
That's what I thought. At least 14 days. That's what I thought.
He didn't come with the miraculous recovery.
Yeah.
They probably wanted him to do that, and he came out early.
Yeah, because he can't sit still.
He's a fucking maniac.
Yeah, narcissistic maniac.
Excuse my language. No,
you good. Let it fly. That's what it is.
Yeah, he's a maniac.
Yeah, that's.
But you know what he really is, Lamont? He's a comedian. Think about it. Whenever, let me tell you why.
Okay.
Whenever he comes against somebody, he roasts them.
Yeah.
He's not a comedian. He's a roaster.
Right.
Whenever he comes against anybody, he roasts them. He tried to roast the pandemic.
The whole pandemic.
He called it the Kung flu.
Yeah, he's still doing it. The China virus and everything. Yeah.
It's hilarious. If he was not the president, it would be hilarious.
Funny.
Dude, I was cracking up. I said, did he just call Corona, COVID-19 the Kung flu?
And if that wasn't so inappropriate, that would be the best title of the year.
The Kung
flu. Yeah.
I'm like, this dude is a maniac, man.
I need to know if he came up with that originally or if he had a ghost.
He got writers.
Yeah.
But this thing, we know one thing. If somebody's writing for him, which every president has speechwriters,
sure,
he's only taking tidbits of it.
Right.
Like I don't think he's reading the teleprompter ever. Like he's always off book.
Right. Yeah.
Just shooting. He get little, like he's probably smart enough to take little facts out of the information they give him.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he says sweeping statements. He'll say something like, he says, like really, really good. Or really, really great.
Right.
Or really, but which kind of don't mean nothing. He says a lot of phrases that don't mean nothing.
At all. The
most interesting, like you say, are the people that support him. They are diehard. I know some black people.
Yeah, yes. I say it all.
Diehard Trump supporters.
He can't do no wrong. And it'd be amazing.
It's amazing to me, dude.
Yeah, and it's scary too.
I mean, well, how about feminists? Feminists, the same guy that said he grabbed the pussy.
Right.
And you and he's got your vote?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And these will be the same feminists who literally go after everybody. Everybody. Don't be on no TV show, or don't be with some high position, high profile.
Yeah.
And say some slick shit on Twitter. They go after everybody and end careers, but him, nah.
Yeah.
It's man, 2020, baby.
Hey, man.
It's a wild situation. So let's back up real quick. So you were because we got a peanut gallery comment. They wanted to know, were you in the hospital the whole time? For
14 days? For the 14 days, yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And there are some, like I did take like an experimental drug that they that they get. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah. But I was never uncomfortable, and I didn't feel like I was gonna die.
Really?
Not one time. Like even when you saw the pictures of me with the nasal thing.
Yeah.
So what happens? They put me in ICU. This is a blood oxygen monitor.
Okay.
And that's what they monitor when you got COVID. They monitor your blood oxygen level. And so a healthy person right now, you're breathing 100% oxygen.
Right. Okay.
Right. Me, when I was sick, I got as low as 88. 88 is like, boop, boop, boop. 88 set off all type of alarms in the hospital.
Right.
They saw the 88 and they went crazy. And that's when they gave me the big nasal thing and they gave me some heated air and stuff like that. But I mean, even then I was like, y'all okay? Never felt like I was in jeopardy that way. And I didn't even realize until I got home how much it had affected my body. Like I said, I couldn't walk across the room. I could walking up steps was a no-go. And I got a friend of mine who does these herb concoctions, and he gave me that, and that got the mucus up out of my lungs.
Okay. Now what was in that?
I don't know, but I can tell you what the guy is.
Yeah, we need
I'll
that.
see the link.
Yeah, we need that. Dr.
Yeah, and I still I've been drink I drink a couple of cups of that a day.
Oh yeah.
Even now.
Yeah. And it probably tastes horrible.
It is not good.
Yes. It tastes terrible. Do you know how you got it? Because did you contact Trace and all? Would you perform?
I mean, so here's the whole story. So
you was DL. You was on the road with DL?
No, not on the road. Not on the road.
Okay.
I felt sick, chills, fever, diarrhea like a week before.
Oh, okay.
I go to the hospital, they test me, I test negative. So I don't know if it's psychological, but I started feeling better. I felt better. I took medicine, I felt better. And I went out and my wife jinxed me. I told her this last night. She jinxed me. I was going out to catch up with one of the homies, and we was gonna sit down and have a beer. And as I walked out the door, she said, Didn't you just have a corona scare? You don't need to be going. I said, I don't care about no damn corona.
Yeah.
That night, I felt sick again. So either somebody at that restaurant or some that was around me may have, had it, because it is airborne. But I was outside. All the stuff they say you should do, I was doing it.
Oh man.
You know. And
Now,
so
were you a non-believer before?
I wasn't a non-believer, but I was definitely a skeptic.
Okay.
And it's nothing to be skeptical about. Like,
now, what did you? Okay, there's different levels of skepticism. What was your level? What did you think? You think it was a plot to?
Not really. No, I'm not plot level. Not one plot level.
Yeah.
But I'm of the mindset that we got to get back to work.
Ah, okay.
You know, and so because of that, you know, especially as a comedian, you know, I ain't been off work 100, 200 days my whole career.
Ever, right.
So this is a lot for us personally as comics, and so that's more what my thinking was, you know, right. And so because of that, I was like, and you look at your immediate circle and you kind of don't know nobody that has been through it.
Okay.
But the minute you get sick, they start calling your ass.
Yeah.
I had people hitting me up like, yeah, I had it too. And then you be like, what?
Yeah, right. Why ain't y'all say shit?
Yeah.
Nobody said shit.
A lot of people had it. And so I got some, you know, like Bill Bellamy's role manager, good friend of mine named Emery. He called me. He's a big, healthy, muscular dude. He had it. And he's like, Rod, he say, dude, I know you home from the hospital and you think you should feel good immediately. It's gonna take a few weeks. So all of a sudden the president either he's faking.
Okay. Yeah.
If he's well right now, he was faking.
Right.
Because it just I don't care what level of it you got, it don't go away overnight. But he might be getting some drugs ain't nobody got.
Well, they said that. They said the cocktail that he got specifically, only 10 people have gotten it in America outside of experimental trials. So there's that.
Well, he's part of the experiment now.
Yeah, right now. Yeah. And that'd be the one that they push on us before Halloween. That'd be the one. And everybody got to pay for it through the nose.
Hey. They already getting the money to pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I talked to a couple cats that you know that were that tour regularly with DL, and they were telling that story, and he was saying, long story short.
Well, let's talk about the dude that's supposed to caught him and dropped him on the ground.
Well, yeah.
Let's talk about
one job. Yeah, one job.
I got you, dog.
Yeah, and just laid him out on stage, face up. And then dragged them off. You're supposed to help them up first and then do the whole arm around the shoulder. They just dragged them off.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Come on.
But they said a couple weeks before that, they were somewhere where in the green room, all of them, because they all ended up getting it.
Right.
In the green room, the local comic is in there talking, rapping, and sneezing and coughing. In the green room. Talking about it's just he's just under the weather. No. And then 2 weeks later, they all get it.
They all got it.
Hey, man, you never working again, fam. You're never working again.
Because when I saw DL get, I'm a stroke survivor, too.
Yeah,
I thought DL had a stroke.
I thought the same thing.
Because of the way he went down, when your body just quit working one half, you just go down. I was like, that looked like a stroke to me. And so I hit him a stroke, did you? He's like, no, man, I ain't no stroke. I was like, all right. And, but yeah, I actually talked to him while I was in the hospital. We talked. We had a great conversation. Bo, I talked to Bo. I talked to everybody that kind of had it.
Yeah. Now, do you feel like when now because you bounce back and you fought it, whenever you find out somebody got it, you got to call and give them that confirmation.
You got to. You're in the club now. We're in the Corona Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the club.
Club Coco. Yeah. All right. Now, you mentioned, I didn't know how comfortable you were with talking about your stroke, but you mentioned it. Can you walk us through that experience and the effect that that's had on your life and your career?
Well, 4 years ago, I'm on the road, Denver, Colorado. I'm not sick, but I'm not feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy Joy Wells hit me up, and he told me about a friend of ours that had a stroke like the day before. And as he was telling me her story, I was like, wow, that's crazy. I feel like that right now.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, and so I called my other boy, Hank Denson, who used to work in medicine. And Hank was like, yo, Rod, go get your blood pressure checked right now. So I got myself together. The Denver hotel you stayed in Denver is right across from a Walmart. I went to Walmart and I checked my blood pressure in Walmart. It was 221 over 140, which is super high. And I mean, you're supposed to be like 120 over 80 to live.
Right.
Normal people. Mine was 220 over 140. A little old lady walked past. Oh, baby, your pressure high. So this is where the story come off the rails.
Yeah.
So instead of going to the emergency room right then, I did 2 shows that night.
Oh, jeez.
So I go do 2 shows. The only time I considered my mortality was during that time, the window before the show, and like the time I checked my blood pressure and before the show, those couple hours, I was like, if I'm going to die, I want to die on stage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I said that to myself.
Okay.
And
so after the first show, you was like, it didn't happen. Let's go again.
We good.
Yeah. Let's go.
Like I had a whole moment, right?
Yeah.
And so that happened. My brother who was featuring it for me lives in Denver.
Ryan.
He took me to the VA. Ryan took me to the VA. I'm a vet. He took me to the VA that night after the show. And I checked in and I didn't come out for 45 days.
Jeez.
Yeah, I went to ICU for 8 days. I lost my left side. I had to learn how to walk in. My left hand was contorted and close to my body, and it was a pretty interesting ordeal, man. But again, I was never in pain. Like my body just didn't work.
Right.
Like when your brain, if a heart attack happens to your heart, a stroke is a brain attack. So once your brain becomes compromised, everything you can do could be at a deficit. Okay. And so I had a speech deficit. I had a feeling in my left hand, and walking I couldn't do. And so my rehab was that speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy for the next 40 days or so.
Now, after that second show, were you able to sell any merchandise though before you went to the hospital? Did you sell any merch?
I don't know if I was selling anything that weekend.
Oh, okay. So do you?
I don't remember having anything, but I would have tried if I could.
Right. So between that time though, so those first 2 shows, if you had gone right then straight out the Walmart, do you think the outcome would have been different?
Possibly. I mean, when you talk to the professionals, to the medical professionals, it's all about time. So, the moment you notice your pressure, a couple hours could make a difference. But the fact that I'm talking to you right now means I did pretty good.
Right.
Because, it's people that never get that back.
Yeah.
They never get that back.
Mobility, speech,
all that. And I meet those people now because I do like I go to Baltimore, I go to Johns Hopkins. They have an annual event there for the Stroke Awareness Month and things like that. So and I start working with the American Heart, American Stroke Association to kind of keep the word out there, because a lot of times people like me, Black men, when they get diagnosed hypertension, they don't like taking the medication because it affects your libido.
Yeah, your side effect. Right.
And the last thing you want to be is Mr. Softy in your house.
Yeah.
And so they allow me to go in and have those conversations with some of the guys.
Now, what was the root cause? Is there a way to pinpoint? Was it a lifestyle thing?
For me, it was hypertension, high blood pressure.
Okay.
But people stroke for any number of reasons.
But
like I met a guy when I was in rehab. He had got stung by a bee, and the bee venom went to his brain and stroked him out. Yeah. So almost anything can cause a stroke. Yeah. But for me, it was hypertension. My blood pressure was way too high, and it caused the bleed in my brain.
But your hypertension, is that what I'm asking? Is that like diet? Is that
life? That's diet, exercise, that's everything.
Okay.
Being a fat sack of shit, all that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because that's on the side of the Bible.
But like I knew I had blood pressure issues. I chose not to take the medicine.
I got it.
So if I had just simply been taking my medication, I could have thwarted the stroke. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it's part not being stupid.
That's
do that.
That's with a lot of ailments for us anyway. A lot of
Indeed.
afflictions. Yeah. We could fix a lot. That's why I was never been a fan of the narrative that we saw at the beginning of COVID. And I talk about this all the time with Black people being predisposed, and we got the underlying conditions, and when people push that narrative, they leave out the quality of care that we get inside these hospitals.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard being Black, and I have a friend of mine. She's a doctor. First of all, if you're a Black woman, they think you don't experience pain, and that in itself is the issue in the Black community. And heaven forbid you're a Black male, it's even worse. So, and what about the expense of healthcare?
Yeah, healthcare, right.
If I wasn't a vet, that stay in the hospital for the stroke would have put me in the poorhouse.
45 days. That's
$1 million. I think I paid $2,500.
Yeah.
So that was the blessing for me, the financial blessing. And I had some friends come through. Kevin Hart came through for me. He dropped a few stacks on the family. And I'm forever indebted to him for that.
Man, that's what's up. That's amazing. Now, how's life been different? That's.
I mean, you try to live a little better. This is the truth, Lamont.
Yeah.
You come home, you scared as hell, you almost died, and you do everything right. And one day somebody go, "You want some chicken wings?" And you back being fat again.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
The big change for me is definitely taking my medication, and now I'm working toward post-COVID. I'm working toward not needing no medication.
Okay.
So, I'm 50 years old now, so I want to live my next 30 or 40 years medication-free, healthy, in shape. You know what I'm saying? And then you look better if you an in shape old dude.
Yeah.
You look great.
Yeah.
I'm thinking my wife gonna leave me in a couple of years, so I got to be ready for these younger.
Got to be ready. One of my favorite bits they used to do where you said, "I can't spring this body on no new bitch.
I can't spring this body on no new chick." Here go the joke. Every day my wife says she leaving. Rodney, I'm leaving. I look up every day. She's still there. I'm tired of the lies.
Yeah.
That was the lead in to that joke.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. That joint hit every time.
Hilarious.
So when you said you wasn't scared of COVID, or you never thought you was going to die, do you think that had anything to do mentally with you coming back from stroke?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Your outlook is everything. And people in the hospital will tell you that. Like, I mean, I fought, dude. I fought every day. Like, I literally and I'm also taking inventory because I know I got to get on stage with this at some point.
Yeah, right.
So I like what the hardest part for me was like the wheelchair, because my left side wasn't working. I couldn't operate a wheelchair, so I would be in the mud,
just going in a circle.
Nigga, up against the wall though, just like
yeah.
They had to come get me and start me over, and I was like, I got to get out of this chair. And so I went from the chair, I graduated from the chair onto the walker. I had a walker for a period of time, and then I went from the walker to the 4-prong cane. Had the cane with the four little sticks at the bottom.
Yeah,
I graduated from that cane, got me a single prong. So it was like all these little moments, that I had to aspire toward. And I remember the first day my physical therapy took me outside just to walk on my own. And it was like, dude, that little walk would have me spent for the night. Because again, you had a stroke. So all brain activity exhausts you.
Okay.
Literally, physically, like, how you feel, you work out all day, you be running or whatever, and you feel exhausted.
That's how your brain feel.
I felt like that from this.
That's hard to imagine. I couldn't even imagine that. Yeah. That's like being like tired of taking tests or something. But the test is just thoughts.
Dude, it make you respect. And then what I learned too is that the smartest people in the world that do neurology and neuro stuff, they don't understand everything. Like, our brains are like the ocean.
Yeah.
I mean, we know the ocean is there, but we don't know a lot about what's up under there.
Right.
And our brains are the same way. And we only use a fraction of our brain power, And so, but it governs everything you do. Like right now, you're doing 20 different things simultaneously.
Right.
Your brain allows that to happen.
Right.
You're blinking and breathing and shit. Your brain is running all that.
Yeah, you're not even paying attention, and it's
You're doing that. You ain't even thinking about it.
But you notice it when it ain't though. Yeah. What branch of the military was you in? I forget.
Served in the United States Navy for 8 years.
Oh, you was a seaman. Oh, okay.
I was a seaman for a very short time. I quickly became a petty officer.
Was that by choice? You was like, I'm tired of being a seaman.
I mean, I found out they get more money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I made it to like E5 before I got out, and I got out for comedy. I got out in 1998 to pursue my comedy career.
Oh man, you know where I thought you was going when I said you were a seaman, and you said for a very short time. I thought you was going to say until I got out the sack.
Ah!
I thought that's where you were going to go with.
You're a much better comedian than I am.
No way. Keep it. So, anything you working on? Any projects? Are you back to business?
I mean, you get back to business immediately if you can. I'm back touring, so I'm out this weekend. I'm out in 2 weeks. So I'm out a couple of weekends in October. What else we got coming down the pipe? I'm doing this thing. If you got any audio comedy, like an album or something like that, get that to me. And I'm going to be doing a show over at Sirius where I'm kind of be like a DJ, a VJ for stand up on there.
Okay,
and that's coming down the pipe. That's going to be called That Joker's Wild. And so you heard about it?
No, I do a segment on.
I didn't know. They came to me with it. If they might have stolen it from you.
Oh damn!
I didn't know.
Damn. Jeez, how long ago did these talks?
It's not out yet. Probably not 3 months.
Oh. All right, we're gonna table that. But yes, best to you on that.
Yeah. But it ain't even out yet. So and it might not never come out. Ain't nothing until it's something.
Nah,
now,
great. Yeah, great.
I shot a movie last year with a dope, like it may be the biggest movie of my career.
Okay.
And it's Coming to America 2.
Oh, I know you was in that.
I'm in that. Of course, Eddie Murphy is back.
It was supposed to be out August. What happened?
No, never August. It was December. It was set for a Christmas release.
Oh, okay. Can you talk about it? Like, what was your role?
I mean, not a whole lot. I can say this. So I auditioned like everybody else, and I live in Atlanta, so they were shooting here, so I was a local hire, which helps. And so I get the audition, and the working title of the movie is The Quest. And so I go in and read for The Quest. I don't know, my scene don't indicate what it is. Yeah. So it's The Quest. So I go read for The Quest. My agent hit me back. She's like, "Yo, Rodney, you booked The Quest." I'm like, "Okay." All right, when we work. He's like, "Rodney, you booked The Quest." I was like, "Okay. I mean, when does it work?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Dude, The Quest is coming to America too."
Wow. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing else to do at that moment. But that.
Yeah, that was dope. That was a great moment. And working on the set with the guy that's the reason you do comedy. To have Eddie Murphy walk on the set and go, "What's up, Rodney?" Like, nigga talking to me.
Me.
Is there another Rodney?
Yeah. And
so it's a great cast. A lot of comedians.
Yeah.
Leslie Jones.
Yeah, that's a Jermaine.
Your boy from DC,
Jermaine
Fowler, which is just a great guy. Tracy Morgan, young comedian named Nav Green from Atlanta. He and I was like, bosom buddies in the joint, and of course Eddie and Arsenio and a lot of great folks from the original movie.
Nah, that's awesome. Does it do the first one justice?
I think so. I think the story is good. I mean, the story matters, and Eddie and Arsenio, man, it's so crazy to watch these dudes work, man.
Mm.
They put that makeup and shit on. That shit is fucking bananas, dude.
You think it had the same impact on from a generational standpoint?
I mean, you never know. You never know. Hopefully so. I mean, it's kind of a staple in our community, but then there's kids that don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
And so will it affect them? Like, you know, me and my daughter's 19, you know, Def Jam start coming on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And they're watching it, and she watching it, and she ain't laughed not one time.
Now,
and I had to stop and step back and go, man, like, this was hysterical.
Yeah.
And she's like, I mean, it's cool. You know.
What's funny to them is totally different. It's even delivered differently. What they take in is funny. How they consume funny is different.
Very true. Very true.
Wow. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Round of applause for that.
Yeah, man. Coming to America too. I'm excited.
You steal any scenes?
There's nothing more for the residuals.
Yeah. Yes, forever. Did you steal any scenes?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of lines, but I'm in probably 6 different scenes.
Hey, that's it. That's enough.
And so we got some cool moments. Me and Nav, you know, like our characters like was with each other the whole time.
Right.
And so we got some cool moments. And if you get one moment in the movie like that.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the edit. I ain't seen the trailer yet. So I'm hoping I make the trailer.
Yeah, you might not even be in it. Yeah.
Why you bullshit?
Yeah. That's how Hollywood works. You might.
Hey, I did a movie years ago, right? I'm the only black character. It's a Matt Damon movie called The Informant. Right? Matt Damon movie. Matt Damon the star. Called Informant. My scene is with Matt Damon. And I had to join the union to even do the movie.
To get set.
I had to pay.
Right. I've been there.
I shot the movie. Matt Damon was cool as hell. He came to my trailer, knocked on my trailer door. Hey, Rodney, right? Hey, so we're working together today. Man, welcome to the set, man. I hope you have a good time. I was like, motherfucker, are you talking to me?
Yeah, again.
You Matt Damon.
Yeah.
And we had a great scene. In the scene, he played an informant for the FBI. I'm an FBI agent. I had to shave his chest to put a wire on him in the bathroom.
Okay.
And so it was like a little crazy, funny moment with me doing it. They cut my ass smooth out that damn.
Yeah, the whole scene.
The whole thing. I don't know if it was for time or what, but that's one of the things, because that dude that do all the ocean movies directed Soderbergh.
Okay, Steven Soderbergh, yeah.
So he, you know, I mean, he shot it. He's holding the camera like he DP and directed. And so I was like, man, I might get an ocean movie. I in my mind, what if this to death?
Yeah. And that's the Hollywood, you know, that's how they tell you, don't even let it go. Don't even worry about it, because you never fucking know.
Right.
You'll never know.
And you got, like you say, you just got to let it go. I mean, you can't trip off of it. You got to be like a DB to get burnt. You got to get back up there and play D again. Jay
Moore had a TV show, short-lived. It was the last work I did when I left LA, when I moved back to the East Coast, 2010. Jay Moore, it was a network television show. I had an under 5, which is literally, they call it under 5, y'all. And it's literally under 5 lines on the TV show. And I said one sentence, and they cut it, and I still get paid.
Really?
I still
get residuals from that still?
I still get it, like $17, you know, a couple times a year.
Like, where is it running?
I don't know. I don't ask.
Wow.
You know, I don't even care.
Dude, let me tell you that I did a movie called John's Family Vacation. Said the Entertainer, Steve Harvey. I did a movie called Medea's Big Happy Family. When I tell you I still get checks from the movies.
Oh yeah.
I still get checks from the movies. Yeah. Like I mean substantial 300, you know, out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Now, which one? Now, I got a bone to pick on the way out. I'm gonna let you go on the way out. Johnson or family? Which one were you the husband?
That was Medea. Big Happy Family. Medea.
What was the character name?
Harold.
Yeah. So I read for Harold.
You read for Harold?
And I don't even know if I ever told you this story. My agent was like, "Yeah, it's down between you and Rodney Perry.
Get out of here."
And I was like, "Oh, Rodney, yeah, that's my man." She was like, "Yeah, but that don't matter. You still gotta, you know what I'm saying? He not choosing."
Right.
And so I was like, "Oh yeah," but I was reading from the East Coast. They had just started doing virtual auditions. Mm-hmm. But something you said earlier is something to be local.
Yeah.
is something to
Local
be.
hire definitely helped the situation.
Local hire always wins.
I mean, they ain't got to put you in a hotel. They ain't got to, none of that.
It don't matter who.
So get this. I said, I didn't know that, but get this. So by the time you read and I read, the movie about to shoot like in 2 days.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm doing Uptown Comedy Corner. Roger Bob, who was Tyler Perry's right hand, he come to the show. So it's like a Thursday night. He said, man, I might have something for you. I'm going to call you tomorrow. He don't call. The casting agent called me Thursday afternoon. Dude, it was like 8 pages of dialogue. It was like 8 pages. I memorized this shit in like 20 minutes. I went there, auditioned, but I read with the lady before because I did an episode of Meet the Browns. Okay. So I read with her. She was cool. She said, Rodney, hold on. That was good. Stay right here. She took me in to Reuben Cannon's office. I sat Reuben Cannon. He like the third man in charge. I read for him. Turned out Reuben Cannon was the casting agent on Johnson Family Vacation.
Ah, got it.
He's like, why do I know you? I was like, you already cast me.
Yeah.
I'm working all that shit.
Yeah.
I read for Reuben like, hey, that was pretty good. Stay right there. He calls Tyler. Put me on speaker, read again. So I read for Tyler over the phone. And they was like, all right, man, thanks a lot, man. We'll be in touch. And I get a call. I'm home maybe 30 minutes. And they tell me I booked it.
That's a story. Them the stories you tell on the couch.
That's definitely a couch story.
That's the story.
It's even better because I made it all up.
Yeah. Rodney Perry, ladies and gentlemen, man, I appreciate you, man, for stopping through and telling your story, man. And as always, I wish you the best, man. Glad to see you up and running.
Hey, you're doing a great job, dude. What platform is this? Stream something?
It's Restream. Restream.
So it looks better than StreamYard. It looks better than the other thing. What's the thing everybody use? Zoom. Yeah, it looks amazing, and it's got all these bells and whistles.
Yeah, it works for me.
I like it. Restream.
Yeah. And what's the channel? Where the show's coming on Sirius? Which channel? Is it Kevin Hart's? The LOL?
It'll be on LOL.
LOL. Okay.
It'll be on LOL.
That's what's up.
But I have a connect to get like clean material and even with cussing on some of the other networks. So you get more Sound Exchange money.
Yeah. Yes. Sound Exchange. I just found them in January.
Oh, you just welcome.
Very nice. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Real quick before I go, my first Sound Exchange check, I thought it was a scam.
I thought it was a mistake.
They was calling me. They was like, "Yo, so and so Sound Exchange." I hung up. I thought it was a bill collector. Dude, when I checked that, because I did a bunch of live paloozas and stuff like that.
Okay.
So what happened to a lot of us comedians back in the day, we signed off all our rights, all the video rights. But what they didn't think to steal was our digital audio rights. And so now audio becomes a thing. Sound Exchange is counting the beans. And now I got $15,000 sitting over there. My first check was like 15 grand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give it here.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Outstanding. My man. Always
man, be good, man. Hey, thank you for having me, Lamont.
All right. Anytime, man.
Yeah. That's my social media.
Yeah. At Rodney Perry Live. At Rodney Perry Live. And what's up with the classes? You doing the classes? You still doing
I am. Still doing my class. I teach improv workshop. I'm doing it all on Zoom now.
Okay, yeah. Put that out.
I got students. I got class tomorrow and a class on Thursday.
So
I call virtual, and I call it motivating the actor. So it's all motivation class, to help you get to that next step. We didn't have motivation; we just had to figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. Yeah.
So I try to give people stuff that I didn't have.
All right, Chi-Town.
Boy, be good, man.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.